He's on the payroll, or if not, he should be. We'll have to work
make
that
that
in there.
happen.
Yeah, I'll make a call, Jason
I'm in.
Moyak. All right, the latest Brick and Elm magazine is on shelves. You can get it right now. And for a little bit of preview of what is in the latest edition, we wanted to bring Jason in to talk about something, and plus a really cool thing that you guys are doing with a local restaurant here in town.
Yeah, so everybody's talking about the fair. We were just talking about the fair.
Yes.
You know, lots of stuff going on. But there's another event that's taking place in Amarillo that is not quite the vibe of the fair, but it is such a cool event. I wanted to make sure, viewers knew what was happening here.
And most people think, when they think of Amarillo, they don't think of a beach, they don't think of sand, they don't think, but this place, if you haven't been out there yet, it will change your mind. Tell us what you're working on.
So Shark Beach Burgers,
Yeah.
we've talked about them in the magazine before. This family is from South Padre Island, the Bailey family. Moved here a few years ago, have been operating Shark Beach, turned it into a beach. That's a story itself. But Brian had ties to the sand sculpting community, Brian Bailey, the owner, when he was in South Padre. He knows these people that create these 20-foot high sand sculptures. They're amazing if you've ever seen them.
Yes.
Sandcastle Days was a big thing at South Padre. He decided, let's do a Sandcastle Days in Amarillo, Texas. Talk to those artists who are on their way to the big International Sand Sculpting Championship next week. Said, hey, come to Amarillo the week before, get tuned up. We've got a beach at our restaurant. And so some of the most famous sand sculptors in the world are creating these things out at Shark Beach this weekend. It starts today, it goes through Saturday. You can buy tickets, go see them. There's food trucks, all kinds of stuff. We wrote a big article about it in the magazine. I just want to make sure people, after you go to the fair, go to Shark Beach.
Or if the fair's not your thing, that's also okay. I've got friends that are like, hey, I loved it as a kid. It's too much for me now in terms of like all the things that are going on.
When are you ever going to get to see these things in person? Unless you go to South Padre, unless you go to the Atlantic coast, you're not going to see them.
How much sand did he have to bring in?
Oh, tons and tons.
Literally.
I mean, literally, like truckloads, dozens and dozens of truckloads. It took him a long time to figure out what is the right amount of sand, what is the right kind of sand. Some of it blows away, so it's got to be heavy enough that you don't lose it or that it doesn't turn to mud when it rains. So he worked hard to find the perfect sand sculpting, beachy sand that works here.
I'm curious just to find out what kind of sand that is.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they have the restaurant, which you guys have written about.
The restaurant's there, and if you go to Sandcastle Days at Shark Beach, you can buy stuff from Shark Beach. Their burgers are great. We've also helped provide, Brick and Elm has actually curated a bunch of food trucks that are going to be out there too.
Okay.
He's expecting a lot of people. Kids have been going there like on field trips all week.
Okay.
But starting tonight, tomorrow night, Saturday night, you can see these sculptures.
Man, this is absolutely remarkable. And I love when we have somebody, you used to tell these stories all the time on Hey Amarillo, these people that end up in Amarillo and they make it work.
Yeah.
And he brought a little bit of his home to his new home.
Well, he missed South Padre, so he just brought the sand here, which, I mean, okay, go for it. It's a cool place.
So how much are tickets?
It depends on which night, so I don't want to say. I didn't research that ahead of time.
Great.
It's not a lot. It's not like, buying a flight to go to Atlantic City to see the sand.
All right. This is kind of a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
I think so.
Maybe it becomes an annual tradition that you guys have. And then we're really excited. We're going to be talking about this, the overall magazine over the next month or so.
Yeah, it's a really fun issue. There's a lot of stuff in this issue, so we've got plenty to talk about.
Okay. All right. Before we go, you asked me the other day, you sent me a text message. You said, what's your favorite fair food? And I said curly Q taters. It's the potatoes really thinly sliced. What about you?
I like the fried stuff because I can't do that at home. So like fried ice cream is not a thing that should exist, but like you can get it at the fair. So
and you're like, why not?
Why not?
Let's do it.
I'm not going to make it at home, but I'll eat it at the fair.
Very good. All right, Jason, always good to catch up with you, and I can't wait to dive into the latest edition.
Fun to be here.
When we come back, we're going to be sitting down with our friends from the Emerald Symphony. Keep it here.